My child, do not scroll away. The door you have been praying for may not open the way you expected. God may be preparing you for a moment that will require faith, courage, and obedience. What looks like an ordinary opportunity could become the beginning of a completely new chapter. Stay with this message, because you need to hear this today. My child, take a deep breath and listen carefully. You have been asking me, when will things finally change? You have prayed through the nights when nobody knew what you were carrying. You have smiled in front of people while secretly wondering whether your situation would ever get better. But I want you to remember this: your waiting has not been wasted. I have been working in places you could not see. While you were waiting, I was preparing you. While you thought nothing was happening, I was strengthening your faith. While you wondered why certain doors remained closed, I was protecting you from things you could not yet understand. Do not assume that a closed door means I have forgotten you. Sometimes a closed door is my protection. Sometimes a delay is preparation. And sometimes what feels like silence is simply me preparing something you are not ready to see yet. There is a new season beginning in your life. You may not see every detail yet, but you can feel something changing inside you. Your priorities are changing. Your heart is becoming stronger. Things that once mattered deeply to you may no longer have the same power over you. That is growth. Do not be afraid of it. You are becoming stronger than the person you were in your previous season. And when the right opportunity comes, you will need the wisdom you gained during the waiting. There may soon be a conversation you did not expect. A person may contact you. An opportunity may appear. A door may open where you once saw nothing but a wall. But remember this: not every opportunity is automatically from God. Do not follow something simply because it looks attractive. Pray. Seek wisdom. Look at the fruit. Pay attention to whether it leads you toward truth, peace, integrity, and purpose. God does not need manipulation or deception to bless your life. What He has for you will not require you to abandon your values. My child, stop comparing your journey with someone else's. Their timeline is not your timeline. Their blessing is not your assignment. Their chapter is not your story. You have been looking at somebody else's progress and wondering why your own life seems slow. But you do not know what God protected you from. You do not know what He has been building inside you. You do not know how close you may be to the next chapter. Keep walking. Keep praying. Keep believing. And when the opportunity comes, do not allow fear to convince you that you are not capable. You may feel nervous. You may feel unprepared. You may even question yourself. But courage does not mean you have no fear. Courage means you refuse to let fear make your decisions. You have survived difficult seasons before. You have overcome moments you once believed would break you. And every one of those experiences taught you something. Your pain taught you endurance. Your disappointments taught you discernment. Your waiting taught you patience. Your failures taught you humility. And your prayers taught you dependence on God. Nothing was wasted. Even the chapter you wanted to forget can become part of the testimony you one day share. So do not despise your journey. God can use every part of it. There may be people who enter your life in the coming season who encourage you, teach you, challenge you, or help you see something differently. Receive good relationships with gratitude, but keep your discernment. You do not have to trust everyone immediately. You do not have to say yes to everything. You do not have to explain every decision you make. Sometimes wisdom looks like moving forward quietly. Sometimes obedience looks like saying no. And sometimes faith looks like waiting. Remember, God's timing does not need your panic. You do not have to force the door open. You do not have to chase what God has not assigned to you. You do not have to manipulate people to make something happen. Pray, prepare, and when the right door opens, walk through it with wisdom. The next chapter of your life will not be built by one emotional moment. It will be built through daily choices. Choose faith when fear speaks. Choose forgiveness when bitterness feels easier. Choose discipline when comfort calls. Choose prayer when anxiety rises. Choose God's truth when the world tells you that your worth depends on success. Your worth was never determined by your bank account, your career, your house, your followers, or other people's opinions. You are valuable because God created you and loves you. Never forget that. My child, there is something else you need to release. Release the belief that your past determines your future. It does not. You made mistakes. You experienced disappointment. You may have lost opportunities. But your story is not finished. A chapter can end without the entire book ending. You are still becoming. You are still learning. You are still growing. And God can still write something beautiful with your life. So when the next opportunity comes, do not immediately say, "I'm not ready." Instead, pray, "Lord, give me wisdom to recognize what is from you, courage to walk through the right door, and discernment to walk away from what is not." That is the prayer of a prepared heart. You do not need to know everything today. You only need enough faith to take the next right step. Maybe your next step is making that phone call. Maybe it is applying for the opportunity. Maybe it is starting again. Maybe it is forgiving someone. Maybe it is finally letting go of something that has been holding you back. Whatever that next step is, do it with prayer and wisdom. Do not allow yesterday to steal today's opportunity. And do not allow tomorrow's uncertainty to steal today's peace. God is already in your tomorrow. You are not. So stop trying to carry tomorrow's problems today. Give tomorrow to God. Focus on today's assignment. Today, you can pray. Today, you can prepare. Today, you can forgive. Today, you can learn. Today, you can take one step forward. And sometimes one faithful step is all God is asking from you. My child, the door may not look the way you imagined. The answer may come differently than you expected. The blessing may arrive through an ordinary conversation. The opportunity may begin with something small. Do not underestimate small beginnings. A seed does not look like a tree. A beginning does not look like a finished testimony. So don't reject something simply because it starts small. Ask God for wisdom. Ask Him for discernment. Ask Him for patience. And ask Him to keep your heart humble when things begin to change. Because the greatest blessing is not simply receiving something you prayed for. The greatest blessing is becoming the person who can handle it with wisdom. You are being prepared. Your character matters. Your integrity matters. Your faith matters. Your choices matter. And when the right moment arrives, you will not need to pretend to be someone else. You can walk forward as the person God has been shaping you to become. So tonight, stop worrying about whether you are behind. You are not behind God's plan. Stop believing that everyone else has been chosen while you have been forgotten. God has not forgotten you. Stop allowing disappointment to convince you that your prayers are pointless. Your prayers matter. Your faith matters. Your obedience matters. And your story is still unfolding. The next chapter may begin quietly. It may begin with one conversation, one decision, one opportunity, one act of obedience. But never underestimate what God can do with one surrendered step. If this message encouraged your heart, write Amen in the comments as an expression of faith. And remember this, you do not have to chase the future. Prepare for it. Pray over it. Trust God with it. And when the right door opens, walk through it with courage. Your story is not over. Your waiting was not wasted. Your past does not define you. And with God leading you, there is still more ahead. #person with praying hands.